morning, guys, and welcome to the Audaciously Me podcast. If this is your first time here, take a look around. It's lovely here. I promise you'll love it. If you are back, welcome back, and thank you all for tuning in. I hope everyone is having a wonderful start to their Monday morning. Today, I am here with a parenting episode, mostly a mommy episode. So, all you mothers out there, this one is definitely for you. I know we all hate certain things that other moms like to come to us and say. And sometimes we bite our tongues and sometimes we don't. But I'm going to name out 5 things that moms hate, or should you say 5 things that you shouldn't say to another mother, mom to mom. Like none of these things should be said because everybody parents differently and everybody knows what's best for their kids. Whatever was best for yours may not be best for theirs. So we're going to start off with number 1. Where are the kids? I used to hear this one all the time. Like all the time. I hated that. Like I really dislike when people ask me, where the kids? Where the kids? Like I can't go anywhere without my kids. Like they can't be at their dad's. They can't be with their grandmother. Like we're here hanging out, probably about to have a few drinks, go out and dance and party. And you're asking me where my kids are? Somewhere with a babysitter or somewhere like, say, for instance, if a grandmother asks for them, they're over there. They don't have to be attached to me every wakening moment of my life. Like they are my life almost, but they're a part of me. They are who I am, but they don't have to be attached to the mother 24/7. They can go other places. So please, moms, other people, stop asking parents where their kids are. I'm pretty sure they're safe. It's not like they just left them home to fend for themselves. They're around. They're safe. Trust me. Number 2, this one I really dislike. She shouldn't be wearing that. Why are you telling another mother how she should dress her child? Understand if you see a little girl with a crop top on, it's natural for a lot of adults to say that, but why are we saying that? It's not our choice of what this woman or this man wants to put on their child. We can't tell them how to dress their kids. Just because we wouldn't put our kids in that doesn't mean that they shouldn't have to either. And plus, like, I get it. There's a lot of predators out there, looking at little girls the wrong way. But how did you just look at that girl with a crop top on and some booty shorts or whatever you want to call it and just said, she shouldn't wear that? You just sexualized her too. So, yeah. Let's stop saying that. Like, I put my kids in athletic sports bras sometimes, especially when they want to do like little cute workout videos, or if they're doing like little aerobic pictures. Like, they look cute in them. I mean, I'm going to put them on there. I'm going to make sure they're protected. I'm not going to let anything happen to them. And I can't control what other people's minds jump to, which I pray and I hope no one is looking at my child like that. But I'm pretty sure there are some people in this world that do that. But I can't control anybody's mind. All I can control is where my kids are, who they're with, and how much I choose to protect them. But yeah, let's stop telling people that they shouldn't put their daughters on that. Like, most of this stuff is real cute. Like, don't say that just because you wouldn't wear it, I mean, some people may not have the body for it, but hey, I'm not body shaming at all. Trust me, because I still wear a crop top and I have a big stomach. But I'm just saying, let's just not tell other mothers what their kids should not wear. Because whatever you get after you say that to this woman, that's all on you. Okay? And number 3, kids will be kids. This one I also hate. You can tell another mother that kids will be kids, especially, well, let me use this scenario. Say, for instance, your child is out on a playground with another child, and your child picks up dirt and throws it at the other child. And then I come over and I'm like, hey, your child is throwing dirt at my baby. And you respond to me saying kids will be kids. I will be livid because, first of all, you need to raise your child, discipline your child. Okay. And don't excuse bad behavior because you don't want that child growing up to and being a bully at school. Like, get on to your kids about the bad behaviors that they have. Don't excuse those. You're not a bad parent for disciplining your child. I wouldn't think so. And anybody that does, I mean, I don't know what to say. Maybe they have different methods. Like you don't have to spank them to discipline them. There's other ways to discipline a child if you don't want to go towards the belt action, I guess. Like there's a way to discipline your child without using physical touch. Like you could take away something, you could tell them not to do that. You can make kids hate when they're put on the spotlight to apologize to another child. They hate that because they don't like being embarrassed. So making that child apologize could be pretty doggone good to me. Okay. Number 4. I could never do that. How many of us have heard this one? I could tell you I've heard it so many times. I don't even have enough fingers to tell you how many times I've heard this one. Like all of my jobs that I've had has taken up a lot of my time. And, I've chosen jobs where I would have to be like 2 hours away and I couldn't take my kids out of school in the middle of a school year. So, they would be with my grandmother for a week. And people like, I could never do that. Like, what are you saying? You're making it sound like I'm leaving my kids. I'm not leaving them. I'm going here because this is where the job is. This is where I got hired. I have plans to bring them along, but this is an immediate thing. Like I have to get there, do this and do that. Granted, I probably wouldn't do it again, but never tell a parent that you can never do that because you're not put in the circumstances that they were put in that moment to make that decision. So I could never do that. That's kind of redundant and stupid to say. I wouldn't tell somebody I could never do that because you never know what could happen. Your life could fall apart right now. And the only job that's calling for you could be 2, 3, 4 hours up the road. And you may need to leave your kids somewhere for a week with grandma or auntie or whoever to watch them while you go off to work because you don't want your kids down there living in your car while you're inside working. Right? I'm pretty sure. So never say I could never do that because you never know what life calls for you to do. Nobody's life is set in stone. If you couldn't do it, then baby, by all means, good. You are not the end all be all though. So never tell another parent, I can never do that. Because one day you just might have to. And last but not least, my favorite, your life ends when you have kids. That has to be the dumbest statement ever said to anybody in this world. Your life does not end. You're still your own individual. Like you had a social life before you had these kids, and I'm pretty sure you'll have one after. There's always time for yourself. If it's not, make some because you're going to need me time as a mommy, as a parent, all of that. You need time to yourself to regroup and get yourself together because you don't want to be here and there and over there and over here and over there, right over here. And you never have time to sit down and sit with your thoughts and regroup and come back together because that could be really, really hectic. Like, just think about it. A lot of parents, let me ask you this. Are you yelling at your child because your child is running around singing? Not really doing anything to bother you, but they're happy. They're running around and they're singing. Are you saying, oh, shut up? Baby, you need some me time. You need a lot of it. You need some me time. You need to go out, go enjoy yourself, go have a few drinks if that's what you do. If you drink, go have a few drinks with friends. Go out and have a good time. Like, you don't even necessarily have to go out. Go outside. If you have a garden, go sit in your garden by yourself. If you can't be by yourself, your kids are going to run up behind you. Ask someone if they mind watching them for a few hours and take time for you. Do something that you like to do because you are still an individual. You are still a human. Your life still goes on. However, do not try to live your life through your kids. We're going to say that for another episode, but do not try to live your life through your kids. Like, continue your life. Just don't endanger yourself because now you have something to lose, of course. But you have a life. Your life goes on. It's never too late to do things once you become a mom, okay? You could be inspiring your kids by still handling what you need to handle for yourself. So you get out there and you do that, girl, okay? Or sir, you get out there and you make something happen for yourself too. Yes, your kids are important, but you are also important because you cannot take care of those kids if you're lost. If you don't know where you are, you cannot take care of those kids. And that's the honest truth. So find time for yourself. Find time to do things that you used to do before you had kids. If you can't find a babysitter, there's other things that you could do to find you some you time. Like when they're asleep, if you like to read a few books or read a few chapters or a few pages or whatever that may be. Read it. If you like Lifetime while they're asleep, watch Lifetime. There's ways you can make yourself get up before they get up in the mornings or stay up a little bit later. Like there's ways. Just find time for yourself, okay? You'll love it. Trust me, you will. So that's pretty much all I have for today's episode. I know it's real quick and fast. But that's like, I just wanted to sum a few of those up because these are the 5 things that I really hate hearing and I didn't like hearing. So this week, if you are a parent, I want to challenge you to find some time for yourself if you don't already. Especially if you have kids that are in sports and you're back and forth here and back and forth there and never have time for yourself, I encourage you to make that personal time for you. Find you something that you want to do and make that time just for you. Don't go out and then text your babysitter, hey, what's so-and-so doing? How's she doing? How's this? How's that? Because you're not making time for you, okay? Make sure the babysitter is somebody that you trust. And you go out and you have a good time. Because I tell you, whenever my kids are with my mama, she's like, what you calling me for? You don't trust me or something? I got them. They good. If something's wrong, I'll let you know. And I learned from then on, when I leave my kids with somebody I trust, don't be blowing them up. Don't be asking, what are they doing? Are they okay? Are they obeying? Like, trust me, the person that you leave them with, they're going to let you know if something's wrong. So you go out and you have a good time. Enjoy yourself for yourself and for those kids so you can be a bubbly mom all the time. Well, not all the time, but most of the time. So yeah, that's it for today. Also, I have some things coming up for parents. I'm going to make a new Instagram, probably a Facebook group as well. And I'm going to come up with some different things to get you all involved and help us grow and become better parents. And if we had shitty parents, be better parents than they were, I have a lot of stuff for that. Me, per se, I didn't really have shitty parents. So just in case, I wanted to put that out there. But I did learn a lot from when I was a child and how I was brought up that I no longer use today. And I would like to share those with y'all. So follow me on Instagram and be on the lookout for all of that. Also, if you want to check out some previous episodes, I have a few dropped down here in the description. I also have a link to all of the platforms that I'm on. If you do not have Instagram, there's Facebook, there's Twitter, there's Snapchat. All of that is down in the description below. Just click on it and you can come find me. My email is also there. If you have any questions or if you would like to be featured on a future episode, hit me up and let me know. Other than that, y'all have a great week and a wonderful Monday.